Welcome to my video on finding the zeros of the quadratic function f of x is equal to the quantity 2x plus 3 squared minus 32, and we want to use the square root method. So before we dive into the solution, let's do a review of the square root method for finding the zeros. We want to put the quadratic equation in this form, and so basically this occurs when b is equal to 0 in the standard form of the quadratic equation, and the zeros occur at plus or minus the square root of p, where p is a non-negative number. So that's in a nutshell what the square root method is all about. But now let's put it into action and solve this problem. Okay, so first of all, we want to set f of x equal to 0 to find the zeros. So now we're going to get 2x plus 3 quantity squared, and that is going to be minus 32 is equal to 0. So that tells us 2x plus 3 quantity squared is equal to 32. That's if we take the 32 to the other side by adding 32 to both sides. So all we did was just took 32 to the other side. So there's our equation. Now what we want to do is we'll take the square root of both sides. We're trying to find x. So we've got 2x plus 3 quantity squared is equal to the square root. Now we can't forget our plus and minus sign in there when we take the square root of this, because that could be a plus or minus, positive or negative. So we're going to get 2x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 32. So continuing to break that down, so we got 2x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root, and we can write 32 as 2 times 16, which is also equal to, if we factor out this 16, that's 4 squared, so we can put the 4 out front, times the root of 2. So that's 2x plus 3. Now if we subtract 3 from both sides, so we're going to get minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 4, 4 square root of 2, and that is going to be equal to 2x. Now if we divide both sides by 2, we get x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus 4 root 2 divided by 2. Okay, and so there is our solution. Those are the zeros of this quadratic function. But now what we want to do, let's check one of them real quick, just to make sure we've done it properly. So we've got 2x plus 3 minus is equal to 32. That's our equation when we set it equal to 0. Now let's just take in the positive root where we use the plus sign, just the one example. So putting that in there, we're going to get, that's a square, 2, and then x in this case was going to be minus 3 plus or minus 4 root 2 divided by 2 minus plus 3, and that whole quantity was squared, and now that's equal to 32. So all we did is we took x from our solution, the zeros. We used the case of minus 3 plus 4 root 2 divided by 2. We're just looking at that specific case, just to make sure that works. Now, back over here, what we see basically is that that is going to cancel with that. Going to make it a little simpler. So now we get minus 3 plus or minus 4 root 2 plus 3 quantity squared is equal to 32. Now we see that the 3's go away, so we're left with, in this case we've taken the plus, so we're going to do 4 root 2 and that squared is equal to 32. Now, taking the square of that 4 squared is 16. Root 2 squared is 2. And 16 times 2 is 32. So that did check, at least for this one. And so we're positive it's going to work on the other one too. But I just wanted to check one of them just to make sure. All right, well, I hope you got something out of this video, learned a little bit about the square root method. If you did, give me a like and thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.